I think life is a chain of lessons. That's life to me. And the way I form my ideas in life, I usually taught by other people. Which means that I believe that there are people who come into our lives to make a difference in our lives, to teach us lessons. And if they stay, they might teach us more lessons. So today, I'm going to give you my soundbite stories, my lessons in my life, because life is a chain of never-ending lessons. The first soundbite taught me to express myself. And this is my first story. When I was 3, my mother would talk to me a lot. However, I would be unable to express myself. I would always stumble and fumble, and I wouldn't be able to find the right words, nor would I be able to use the right gestures. And so what I did was, I got frustrated. And when I get frustrated, I will grab my hair, and I will pull my hair, which shows why I have not so much hair. I will pull chunks of my hair out of my head. Serious. Yeah, oh my god, precisely. And there would be hair in my hands. And so I'm frustrated, right? And my mother couldn't do anything but say, "Talk! Don't tear your hair out." And this lesson was particularly important to me, because without her telling me to talk, to not tear my hair out, I wouldn't be here doing what I love to do today, which is Toastmasters. I wouldn't be able to express myself to people as clearly or as well as I am today. The next one is called conviction. And this gem is from my mother as well. Conviction, not going to jail, but conviction as in believing in what you holding true to what you believe in. Holding true to your values, holding true to your actions, holding true to really what you are going to do. So if I say, my research is correct. This happened in school before. We did a research project and the results came out skewed, wrong somehow to the group. But I believe that my research, my statistics were right. So what did I do? I stuck to it. And it worked. That much conviction you must have in yourself, in what you do. And this is from my mother. And my mother said, if you believe that you're right, you hang on until you are proven otherwise. And this has never left my mind. You must have composure in life in order to be able to succeed. That's one of the things that not many of us have. And many of us who come here train to get composure. Right? Everybody tells you, don't panic, ai, cool down, be steady. But really, what is steady? What is tough? Well, I remember when I was in the army and I had to do obstacle course. Now guys, you know how tough it is to complete the obstacle course within the timing, and you have to finish everything. So I ran, I crossed all the obstacles, and as I reached the end, I took the wrong path. So I missed the finish line, and I didn't reach the finish line under the right timing. And so my sergeant came up to me, grabbed me by the helmet and said, "Hey, don't shake kind of thing!" He shook me so hard. And what is shake? Shake means tired. When you're tired, that's when you make mistakes. But you must have composure. After that incident, I learned a very good way of composing myself. Whenever I'm tired, whenever my thoughts go wild, I breathe, I stop, I assess the situation, and then I move forward. And that has served me well. And that little life story has really helped me in my university endeavors. Being brave. Now, my grandmother, who died many years back, had a favorite line of hers. And that is, "Mai pai zai." Mai pai zai means not be shameless. That's how people think of it, be shameless, but it is not being shameless. Mai pai zai means don't be shy. And when she said don't be shy, it means when you are, and this is a very good example, when you're sitting down at a table and you want that last piece of chicken, take it. My paise. Okay? And it's the same. When you are standing and you are, let's say you're unwell and you're on the MRT and somebody is sitting on a priority seat and that person is perfectly fine. Don't be shy. My paise. Ask the person, may I have this seat? Be brave. Do things that other people might not do and do it graciously and you will be well rewarded. I have a teacher called Mr. Lau, and that teacher is a philosopher. He's trained in the art of philosophy. And one day, I asked him, how do we solve the world's problems? What do we do with hunger, poverty, and all the little things? I like to think about these things, and I asked the trained philosopher, what do you do with it? And he said, well, problems can be solved rationally. And rational thought solves all rational problems. This last lesson was taught to me in class actually. I was sitting at the back of the room and we were going through various philosophical exercises. And one of them was to be able to cut out emotion and to think logically, think clearly, because emotion clouded our brain. And the question was, why do men cheat? Why do men cheat? And the women in the room were obviously very emotional. And the men in the room had emotional responses to these emotions. And so he said, rational thought solves all problems rationally. And that's how I arrived at thought. Every time there's a problem, sit down and think it through. So the 5 lessons that I went through with you today, my 5 life lessons, are part of who I am. And the reason why I wanted to share this with you is, I wanted you to have a little slice of my life. A little bit of understanding of who I am. Because a lot of you don't know me very well. And so with this little slice of my life, I hope, 1, that you've learned a little something about me, and 2, that you've learned a little something about how to live your life better. So with that, I thank you for your time. Thank you for listening.